Alright, so this is going to be a quick video showing how to upgrade or replace the hard drive, RAM, and the battery on this ASUS laptop model N56JR-CN146. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, sorry, I just wanted to confirm the numbers, is to remove the battery. You just slide this little latch over here, this pops up, and then you can flip it over and remove it. So the battery here is their model number, A32-N56. So if you need that, A32-N56. All right. All right. Is there any other important information here? Okay. N56J. That's the model. Right. Again, N56JR-CN146. That's the full model. All right. So to remove the hard drive and the RAM, pretty simple. Let me actually zoom in a bit here so you can see this better. Alright, so you got this one little circle here. So this circle, you just use like a little needle or flathead screwdriver or something. It's just a rubber piece with a double stick adhesive on it. So we're just going to take that out. Alright, then we're going to use a PH1 or JAS1 screwdriver and just remove this screw. Very simple. Once you remove that screw, you can actually slide this whole cover down. I like to use the rubber feet to pull on it, just like that, and then you can pull this out. All right, so the RAM is right here. You just pull these two tabs to the side and it pops up. Then you can go ahead and pull this out, just like that. And the RAM here is PC3L12800S. So you can upgrade or replace the RAM. Just make sure it's PC3L12800S, all right? So I don't know, sometimes you can use different sticks of RAM, but again, I like to make sure to use the same speed so that way there's less chance of there being any compatibility issues. Right? So to put this back, we're putting it at an angle like that, push it in, and then just click it down. Alright, so now we're going to be replacing the hard drive here. So the hard drive, again, we're going to use the PH1 or JAS1 screwdriver, and we're going to remove the 4 screws holding this in place. Okay. Very simple. Right, you want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. So as you can see, I'm just putting the flat side down like that. Normally I would put them on my desk, but because I'm only doing the hard drive, then I'm just going to put them on the computer itself. Here you can see they are different size, shapes, and lengths. So the one on the far bottom left corner is much shorter, and then the rest seem to be much longer. So this one screw's stuck for some reason. Let's see if I can get it out with the magnet here. Wow, that's stuck. So I don't know what's going on. This screw is stuck in here. If that's permanently stuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be able to remove it. So let's see. I'm going to try and pull it up with my fingernail while I unscrew it and see if it comes out. Okay, there you go. It came out. There we go. All right, now that we got all the screws out, we're going to pull this whole thing back or to the side. There's this plastic tab here. You can use that to pull it. All right, just like that. And once you do that, you can lift the front up and then slide it out this way. Okay, so now we're going to take these 4 screws out, and then we're just going to transfer this hard drive caddy over to the replacement drive. In this case, we're putting a 2.5-inch SATA SSD. All right, so let's go ahead and remove these 4 screws. This hard drive's bad, so the data is having a hard time being read. So what we're doing is we're going to replace the hard drive, and then we're going to do a clean install of Windows 10 on this laptop. All right, let's go ahead and remove all 4 screws. Then now that you got the 4 screws out, you can just lift the hard drive or SSD out. And then we're going to get the SSD, the new one, and put that in, and we're going to put those 4 screws back in. All right. Make sure the screw holes line up. I'm just loosely fitting them first, okay? Just like that. All right, just like that. And then tighten it all into place. All right, just like that. Tighten that all in. I'm gonna have to get my USB to show you guys the Windows install process. Anyways, we're gonna start here and then tuck that underneath that little area there. All right, slide that backwards in. Then you can drop the front down. All right. It's not going completely down for some reason. What is it getting caught on? Oh, okay, it's not going far back enough for some reason. Make sure it can go far back enough. All right, so it's getting caught on these little teeth of the SATA adapter. So we might have to loosen these screws a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to try and slide this as much down as we can. For some reason it's not going down all the way, so I'm going to push it now against this metal piece while I tighten these screws in. Okay, tighten those in. Alright, hopefully it will reach now. There we go. Alright, again we're going to slide this underneath there. Alright, and then drop it, and there you go, it fit. And then we're going to slide it back over, of course. Get my hand under there. You can use this pull tab if you want and slide it over. Alright, and then let's go ahead and get these 4 screws back in. Alright, nice and simple. Alright, nothing very tricky about this. Alright, and last screw. There we go. Now we're going to slide the little cover back on. So just like before, but in reverse. Put the cover on slightly down towards yourself and then slide it up. I don't know why the focus is getting all screwed up, but there we go. Alright, slide that up. Come on, why isn't it going in all the way? For some reason it's not sliding in all the way, so let's pull it back out. Okay. There we go. Is it in? It's getting caught on something here. I don't know what. But make sure it slides all the way. Oh, I see. This didn't go all the way down. There we go. Alright, and then we're just going to put that screw back in. Pretty simple. Put this rubber piece back in. Then get the battery and of course put that back in. You want to start with the back there first. Swing it down and lock it into place. Alright, so let me go get the Windows 10 USB installer now, and then I'll show you how to start that up. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I'm back. So to start the Windows 10 installation, of course you want a Windows 10 USB. You can create that from Microsoft's website. If you need help finding that, just post a comment in the comment section below, and I'll send you a link. Alright, so let's push this USB in. Alright, next thing we're going to do, just power up the computer. And then you're going to press F2 or delete. Alright. Oh, I think the person's battery is completely dead. So I do have to have it plugged in. So let me get the plug and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So again, so let's zoom out a little bit so you can see better. Let's power it up. And then F2 or delete. Just press both. And then you'll get to this menu. Alright, we're going to go over to the save and exit option. And then you can see boot override. So we're going to boot the UEFI SanDisk Cruiser because that's the Windows 10. You could also do the regular SanDisk, but UEFI is better. So we'll pick that. And then usually you already have Windows 10 64-bit, but I put the option, so I'm going to pick 64-bit. Alright, and now you just go through the Windows installation as it says. There is one extra step. I always like to do the custom install just to make sure that all the partitions are deleted from the hard drive. Make sure there's nothing on there. When you have a new hard drive, you don't need to do that, but either way, I like to go through that just to make sure. So I'll show you that process. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So let's wait for this to load. You're welcome to leave if you already know how to do this installation. But yeah, if you're still curious what to do, feel free to stay. Hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, and share my channel with others. Alright, so we got here. I'm going to press tab 3 times to go to the next. And then I'm going to press enter for the install. Alright, if this video helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. So if you had a Windows 10 install or Windows 8 install on the computer before, you can just go to say that you don't have the product key, and then it will automatically put the product key once you connect to the internet, assuming you had Windows 8 or Windows 10 already on your computer. Alright, so I'm going to select Windows 10 Home because that's what was on here. Okay, then I'm going to push space to accept the license terms and then enter. Then I'm going to press down to go to the custom install. Here you can see unallocated. If it's not unallocated and you see stuff written on the drive, you could always go to each one and then click delete until it's all unallocated. Right, and then I'm just going to press enter to install, and then just follow the on-screen prompts, run Windows updates until there's no more updates, and that's pretty much it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, like, subscribe, share my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, let's drop this. Bye.